Hi, it's Kate. Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles, and yeah. I often sound like a broken record. Sorry about that. But I have found in Delaware, it might not be this way in other states, but our forecasts are seldom right. Our weather forecasts tend to come out of Pennsylvania, Maryland, because Delaware doesn't have its own really news station. I think there might be one up at Wilmington, but maybe. But I don't even think so then. So anyhow, which is amazing considering Wilmington is a huge East Coast banking area. That's why a lot of people live up there. And of course we have no sales tax, but property taxes are really good here. So anyway, in my original thought, we had a very low chance of getting any rain today. And though I did turn the sprinkler on this morning in the garden, I let it run for about 40 minutes. And, oh, sorry, I'm lifting a big box of programs. So anyway, if you know anything, you know that, unless you run a sprinkler on a garden for an hour and a half, 2 hours, sorry, you're looking at the sky, but I'm trying to carry this box in fast between one hand and my tummy and not get my flip-flop covered feet attacked by Psycho Boy here. So anyway, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go out and water. I'm gonna go ahead and go out and water, because if I put it off and wait for the rain, then the rain's never gonna come and I'll be really late getting to the watering. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at some chickens. Put this down. Let's look at a handsome rooster there. It's crooked, but, oops, sorry. It's crooked, but it is what it is. So, I go out, put the sprayer on, not the sprinkler, and make sure everything has got a really, really good drain, because our heat index has been well over 100 all morning, and though we could be hotter. I mean, what I bitch about is nothing like what my sister in Texas and my family in Oklahoma is going through. But anywho, because I have outside animals and I worry about them, and a garden, which I'm very protective of. I thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and water. Probably not going to rain anyway. So I walk around the house, I turn the water off. I decide I'm going to fill the bird feeders. I walk in the door, I come back out, and it's sprinkling. Yeah, go figure. Here's Laddie. He's been pretty good today. He's been a pig this morning, though. So that's a 10-pound box of Pro Grubs. I do keep some scratch, not a lot. I need to get another bag, but I like to mix them together. And I usually only give them scratch in the morning, and just to kind of help entice them to want to get out there and forage around. And they do. It works. So that's the egg maker supplement. So I'm not sponsored by anybody, but this is what I use. So anyhow, these girls have been down there dust bathing. I've already gotten 4 eggs today. Miss Neve has been sitting in that nest box for a good almost 2 hours. No egg. Or she may have already laid her egg and she's just hanging out there because there's a fan. If you're new within the last month, you might have seen it. I hope you've gone back and watched all videos, but I keep a big shop fan going at all times, even though the wind is coming from the other direction right now. And I have a Ryobi battery fan that blows into the nest boxes, which I'm turning off right now because we got wind coming in this direction. This is Moira, my only cream-crested leg bar, who lives outside. So I'm going to leave that corn that's growing there in that little low spot. The big birds have been laying under there. They've had a lot of cucumbers. And we've just been, I sliced them and kept them in a bowl, and we've just been snacking on them. So they were still good, and I added some to the bowl, so I reached down the bottom and grabbed a bunch of the, okay, maybe they've been in there a week, maybe, but they were still good, still fresh. I ate a couple, and then I brought a couple handfuls of them out and gave them to the chickens, because chickens love fresh cucumbers, and they really love them if they've been in the refrigerator. So my next trip to the grocery store, I'm going to get a watermelon that I can have. That's what Moira does. She eats the middles out and stick it in the freezer. I just have a traditional, original side-to-side refrigerator, so my freezer is not really huge. It's old, it needs replaced, but like I said before, my ice maker is a beast. So I just came out and refilled fresh water here. I mentioned in the earlier video, if you didn't see, since I'm not making casseroles in the hot summer, this big, huge, heavy Pyrex dish I brought out as a second feeder, hopefully for the bunnies, which, well, I did see one of the bunnies drinking out of it. Just because we were so hot, we weren't getting much rain for these past little storms. And we get rain, but it doesn't always mean that it's clean water. So, and the blue jays were getting in the bird bath here. And if you've ever seen a blue jay take a bath, it's comical and it's great and beautiful to watch, but they make a big production and they end up splashing a majority of your water out, besides polluting the, the clean water. So I have found that the jays, being big enough, they do like that deeper casserole dish. So anywho, wildflowers today, looking great. Lilies smelling great and still looking great. It's sprinkling now, and it was really a lot darker here. It looked like this before I started watering, which is actually pretty light. I don't know if the camera's showing it. And then when I finished watering, it was a little darker, but I'm like, nah, happens all the time. We'll see clouds and it'll look like it's gonna rain, and it never does. And then when I finished, this little bit of darkness here, like I said, sprinkled on me. So yeah, I'm sure everyone in Oklahoma and Texas would wish that my little theory worked out there, that all they had to do was go out and sprinkle on a cloudy day and you'll get some rain. But I have noticed that probably 80% of the time, if it's cloudy and they say it might rain, but it's really hot and we don't look like we're gonna get any rain, if I come out and give everything a good drink, it'll start raining. Yeah, it's like, Murphy's Law. Or it's the law averages, or Murphy's Law. Ouch, ouch. Chaos is underneath my swing here. Chaos. Can you see him? He was under there. He's under my hammock swing, which is just made of canvas. And he's sharpening his claws on my booty. Mister, that's not very nice. I just gave you fresh water. Yeah, he thinks the bird's water is his water too. Though he has fresh water that stays in the shade up there by the coop. Everyone, of course, at noon, it's about 1:30 now, they got, all the, ouch! Oh my gosh! Stop it, psycho! That's my booty. He's like, I don't care. I don't care if it's your booty, mama. I don't care, I'm gonna scratch it anyway. I'm sharpening my claws. I never see him sharpening his claws on the swing, but of course, I'm in it, so it makes it much better to sharpen them, I guess. So anyhow, that's just my little bit of video today. Just because I had to giggle, once I watered, and here it comes sprinkling, but now we're getting some blue skies back. I'm sure the sun's gonna come back and it'll go away. The chance of rain was not supposed to happen till like after 2 o'clock, and maybe a thunderstorm, but I didn't hear any thunder, see any lightning. It was just a sprinkling. Like, you can't even tell the car's wet. So, but it did sprinkle after I watered. But like I said, I'm glad I watered, because that was nothing. It's already heading off to the northeast. And there's all kinds of rain and some storm stuff showing off the Atlantic coast, but it's not touching me at all. It might make it up to like Massachusetts or Maine, maybe skirt Long Island, but I don't think any of it's going to hit us here. So that's how it is. And there you can see clouds are gone. There's the sun's back out. So I'm going to go back in. I was only setting in my swing because I thought it might sprinkle on me. And when it's hot summer, if it's going to rain, I'll stand out in it. Then I'll go in the house and stand in front of the air conditioning. I don't care if I get a chill, because it has been miserable hot, just like the whole country. And I don't wish anybody to have damage or lose their home and endure the flooding and the horribleness of hurricane season. But it'd be nice to get a little weather up here for a change at that time of year, because the last few years we've had really nothing up here, and we've been going in the winter pretty dry. But yeah, everything's looking lush and green after this weekend of rain. And as I think I'm gonna move my hammock over to that side yard. It's probably the size of most people who live in housing, communities, not the size of their backyard. It's probably maybe a 1/16 of an acre, the yard part over there. But there are streets between me and the neighbors, and I like those neighbors, so I might put my hammock over there because it stays so much lusher, and I can put my hammock in a spot where it never gets in the sun. And I've been wanting to come out and get some more sun on my legs and my body, because I'm intolerably white as usual, but it's just been too hot. And we've unfortunately, in the heat, I mean, if you have a breeze, I can put up with it if there's a nice breeze or wind blowing, but what little breeze we've been getting has been coming from the south, which is there. And so it really hasn't reached the chicken yard, or where I have my hammock now set over there so I can lay in it and watch the chickens, because I like to just watch them. But I mean, this is where it's really lush and great out there, but that's only a good spot to be if you've got some good breeze. So hoping some more storms blow in. I hope everybody is making it through this heat. I keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and every night I ask the Lord to take care of y'all. And I hope everyone's summer is doing well, regardless of the heat and the weather. And I'm done with this video. I'm just rambling now. So me and Kaos are gonna say goodbye. Say bye, Kaos. He's like, no, because you griped at me for scratching your booty. Hi, Moira. Hey, y'all. Yeah, got a little bit of breeze coming from this southwest, so you're getting a little breeze on you. Saw your tail feathers blowing up. I got a picture of them. Y'all have a little meeting over here in the corner. This is Moira's dust bath corner, and where she likes to hang out next to the Easter eggers and her Leghorn siblings. Well, they're not her real siblings, but they all grew up together in a brooder, so they're family. But she just doesn't want to live with them. It's kind of like that with family, huh? You love them and you miss them and you want to see them, but you don't necessarily want to be with them. And here's several of them. Oops. Stupid phone. Coming in. Yeah, doesn't want to focus through the chain link. Coming in for a snack. So hopefully we'll get some more sprinkles. Bye, Moira, pretty girl. I'm gonna go look and see if you laid an egg anywhere.